that when I first started playing football over in Lower Loudoun, I always played soccer. I was a pretty good soccer player, played basketball, but I loved football. My mom didn't want me to play so bad. She was, my dad snuck me off to the tryouts one day when she went to get her hair done. We come back, she's like, yeah, sign him up for football today. I ended up being, one of the first picks 'cause I was fast, and my team won a championship that year.
No way, man.
Won a championship. Awesome. It was a great experience back then in Loudoun.
That's really cool.
They used to, the newspaper reporters used to come to our games in Little League, so I still remember that. So being in the paper, taking the school paper to my friends.
That's awesome.
And then we won the championship the next year. So it was like we won two in a row.
Oh, that's so
it was just like that was a good feeling. And the next year we lost it when I got up to B League, and then we won another championship the next year.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, those are some fond memories.
Awesome.
I'll never forget that about Sterling.
Hey guys, I'm with my guest, Marcellus Bowie, and he has a really cool business. I cannot wait to share it with you. Marcellus, thanks so much for being on the Enjoy Loudoun Podcast.
Nah, I appreciate it, man. I'm really glad to be on here.
Dude, you got a ton of energy, and I'm like, this is going to go well.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it a lot.
Good. Hey, well, first, I like to start all the way back at the beginning.
Okay.
So, like, childhood. Running around the neighborhood. Tell me a little bit about your childhood.
I was a little kid. I grew up in Sterling, Virginia.
Okay.
Like I said, I was a little kid. I was always the smallest out of all my friends. Like,
oh, my goodness.
If anybody tells you, like, yeah, the kid with cornrows that was littler than everybody, that was always me.
you.
I was always just riding my bike around Sterling Park, playing with my friends, playing basketball at the community center every day, every snow day. We played sports every day. It's not like now when everybody just plays video games. We did a lot of that too, but yeah, most of it was playing basketball, playing football, racing, riding bikes.
Just outside in the neighborhood, having fun as a kid.
Getting into whatever we could.
That's awesome.
That was my childhood.
There you go. And what was one accomplishment that you remember from like one of your first accomplishments?
One of my first, I know that when I first started playing football over in Lower Loudoun, I always played soccer. I was a pretty good soccer player, played basketball, but I loved football. My mom didn't want me to play so bad. She was, my dad snuck me off to the tryouts one day when she went to get her hair done. We come back, she's like, yeah, sign him up for football today. I ended up being, one of the first picks 'cause I was fast, and my team won a championship that year.
No way, man.
Won a championship. Awesome. It was a great experience back then in Loudoun.
That's really cool.
They used to, the newspaper reporters used to come to our games in Little League, so I still remember that. So being in the paper, taking the school paper to my friends.
That's awesome.
And then we won the championship the next year. So it was like we won two in a row.
Oh, that's so
it was just like that was a good feeling. And the next year we lost it when I got up to B League, and then we won another championship the next year.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, those are some fond memories.
Awesome.
I'll never forget that about Sterling.
I do remember too, like they would report you in the paper.
Yeah.
And you could clip it out and set it aside. So what did your mom think after the success that you had?
It was amazing because it was like at first she was like, I can't believe you took him to football.
Yeah.
Game 3, she's recording. She's like, my son is good. Oh my God. She was just going crazy. Yeah.
That's really
she
fun.
loved it.
There's something about youth sports where you do get to find out sort of like what you're made of and how you can excel.
Of course.
The harder you work, the more, reward you get. And it's formative at a young age. So that's super cool.
It is. And I tell people all the time, I didn't go to school out here. I went to a private school out in Falls Church. So it was like my first chance to really like meet everyone in Sterling. I knew the people that lived in my neighborhood, but I didn't really know anybody outside of that. So
if you didn't know them, they knew you.
Yeah, exactly. So, and they got the loudspeaker going. So that really was big for my childhood.
That's cool. All right. So that kind of is a perfect segue into what you're doing now.
For sure.
So tell us about your business and what it does.
My business is Legit Sports Stats.
Okay.
We run a sports analytics company providing high school events, college events, and actually some pro leagues with live stats and analytics. So we're at games. We got a computer out. We're tracking every stat using coding. And then we're providing that for media companies, coaches, college coaches, scouts, anybody interested in the information.
Oh my goodness, that's so cool. I know, youth sports is big, right? And it's big business.
Yes, sir.
From soccer to basketball to football.
Yep.
And so for those folks who are not able to go to the game, they get to follow along, right? With what you're doing.
That's exactly what happens.
And is it also, do coaches and scouts use this kind of information as well?
Oh, yeah. That's actually probably who uses it the most. And it probably means the most to them because they're trying to decide, hey, should I recruit this guy or should I recruit this other guy that's averaging 20 or, maybe this guy's got 10 assists. And it's really a huge, helper for their decision making.
Yeah. Awesome. So you've probably seen a lot of amazing local athletes in your time growing up, right? So Who are a few that kind of like stick out?
One that I always tell the story about is Jordan Miller, because he went to Loudoun Valley, and I saw him go from an 8th grader that was, like 5'11", to being this 6'7" shooting guard at University of Miami. I had a showcase. It was one of my dreams to have a showcase in Sterling, Virginia for just, a bunch of the kids in the area that didn't get a lot of publicity, because I know that being out here in Loudoun, scouts will go to DC and they'll just say, who the kids are there, but they don't come out to Loudoun. So I wanted to have a showcase. It was across the street from my house at a gym that just happened to be built maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Maybe probably a little bit longer than that, actually. But the whole point being, Jordan Miller was the star of that showcase. And after that, he got a lot of D1 attention, and he's become a name that I always talk about. There's also a kid from Pennsylvania. We did a middle school league named Jarris Walker. Now he's one of the top 5 players in the country. Going to University of Houston. He's an All-American. So, there's a lot of kids that we've seen come through the ranks. All
right, so tell people that don't know, what is a showcase?
Showcase is an event where you essentially have a lot of talented players come around, and you'll just have them showcase their abilities. So they'll go through a bunch of different drills. They'll play games. A lot of times it's not with your high school teammates or your AAU teammates, so you'll play with kids from other schools, so it's a great chance to really see everybody on the level platform competing against each other. So almost like an all-star game, just with a whole bunch more kids. So it was really cool because we don't have a lot of those out here, and I feel like the kids, out here deserve it.
Yeah, absolutely. Is that something you want to run again?
For sure, for sure. I started getting a lot more opportunities, so we were gone a lot more, and we didn't have a chance to really plan the showcase, but I definitely want to keep that going.
Yeah, that's really cool. I love that a lot. So what makes your business special? I mean, I don't know of another business like yours. Do you have competition? And if so, what sets you guys apart?
We do have some competition, but I think that for one, it's the customer service. People appreciate, the way that we interact with the coaches, the players, the fans. I also think it's the accuracy too. A lot of people say that, our company's been a lot more accurate, and they just appreciate the level of service we provide as far as the way that our display for our live stats looks. I know that ESPN is very appreciative. That's one of our biggest clients about they're able
I've
to
heard of them.
Yeah, right. A few people have. But they're able to track the stats, so much easier for their production company as the game is going on, so it makes their broadcast so much better.
Oh, awesome, man. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. So, any small business experiences setbacks along the way.
For sure.
What were some of the setbacks that you maybe have experienced as you've started this business from scratch?
Well, one of my biggest ones I tell people all the time was bringing my friends and, working with them. I've, gone through the whole point of, we're friends, but we're kind of business partners in a sense too. And that kind of split, that's been tough. And then hiring new people. A lot of times, a lot of people want to be fans and they think, oh, it's going to be a great job. And it is. But at the same time, it is work too. So
it's work.
Keeping that kind of consistent door revolving of, having new statisticians and making sure they're on time and making it to, events across the country and catching flights to Kansas from DC. Yeah, it's been a lot going on.
Gosh.
So,
you go from something that you love, that you're passionate about, that you can do yourself, to all of a sudden this business owner where you're like, oh, wait a minute, I've got to hone all these other skills to make this thing work. What sacrifices have you had to make along the way?
Oh my gosh, man, I've missed so many weddings, family outings, because I tell people all the time, it's so many games and events, they're all on weekends or they're after 5. So when the typical person is done working, we're just getting started. And when they're having fun, at Thanksgiving or Christmas, I might be getting ready for a holiday event, or I'm flying on this plane and I'm missing so much. So I've definitely missed a lot of my little cousins growing up and stuff like that. But hopefully I can catch up for lost time.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, that's a lot like real estate too, right? When people are off of work, that's when they want to go check out houses and weekends and stuff. So it's hard to juggle that. So we got a similarity there.
I believe it, man.
What's next for you?
We're trying. So we have a few things. I have a few initiatives. I know that we have an education program that we've started where we're actually training high schoolers to be able to do the stats, and it can be something that they're putting on their college resumes, and that they're using just to get a break into the sports analytics industry. It is kind of a budding field. There aren't a lot of ways in. There aren't a lot of doors being opened for younger kids. And I know that when I was in high school, I would have loved having an opportunity to get involved. I just fell into it in college, and I felt like, hey, if this is an opportunity that kids can use to, get scholarships and, get more information and, just get a job, then, hopefully that can be something that bodes well for them.
I love it.
Thank you.
Because there's a dignity in work, and there is, and not often kids see that. They just think work is oh, it's so tough and it's terrible. But there's really a dignity and humanity to working, and we want to do it. And you give them a job that they would actually like to go to. They love sports, right? They're like, I love sports. And so you give high school kids an opportunity to love work. I think that is like a huge blessing beyond just what you do, for the public in your stats.
Right.
But as a business owner, getting young people involved, that's awesome.
Thank you,
I love that.
Thank you.
I love that. All right. So this is the fire round.
Okay.
So we're going to go quick.
Cool.
But basically, I love Loudoun County.
Right.
Loudoun County has so much to offer. It's so much different than we were growing up.
Man, every day I'm driving on the green. I'm like, the metro's almost done. Like,
yeah.
It's crazy to see.
Well, tell people about when you grew up in Loudoun.
Yep.
How many high schools were there?
I think there might have been 7. I think Stonebridge had just kind of come into the fold. Dominion might have just came, so might have been 8, 9 max.
Not like they are now.
No. So they weren't as big as they are now. These schools are huge.
They're monster schools now,
I can't
right?
Believe it.
Yeah. So anyway, Loudoun's changed a lot, and a lot of cool businesses have come into Loudoun, which is awesome. And so here's the fire round.
Okay.
All right. What is your favorite restaurant in Loudoun County?
Firebirds.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I love Firebirds.
What do you get there?
The glazed salmon.
Ooh.
Yeah, I love the glazed salmon.
Gotta try that.
Eric Williams put me on to that one. That's my favorite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, who's he?
He actually runs Loudoun Sports Training.
Okay.
And he also runs Division I Sports and Athletics out of Leesburg.
I've heard of Division I.
Yes, sir. A lot of great players come out of that program.
No doubt. I've been trying to get some of my daughters in there.
Okay, hey, so there you go. This is the plug right here.
All right, I love it. All right, D1, represent.
Yep.
All right. Where do you go to hang out socially? Like if you're like, I got to see my people, where do you go?
Honestly, I go, there's a court in Dominion View in Sterling, Virginia.
Yeah.
That's where I grew up. If I ever just bored, I just go back and shoot there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's my spot.
All right. So you're a basketball player as well as a football player.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. Annual events that happen in Loudoun County that you just love to go to every year.
Annual events, I always love to go to the games at Bill Allen. I mean, I said I played there, but it's just something about going to the field and seeing the games. Like I remember when I was that kid, number 13. Like there's something about it. So
that's cool. Yeah, we my wife just got tickets to the Loudoun Valley and Woodgrove.
Okay.
Battle Royale. It's going to be basketball. And so the girls play first, the guys play second. It's going to be packed out. We're going to get there super early so we can have seats, but it's just going to be a fun local event.
It is. And it's like you don't know who you're going to see. The game is always fun. Like even if both teams are not good that year, it's just always a fun environment to be in.
There's always, it's the rivalry, right? So everyone comes and brings their best game.
Exactly. Half of those kids used to go to Loudoun Valley technically or would have been in that zone.
Totally,
so,
yeah.
It's always interesting.
That's cool. All right, shopping. Where do you go to buy a gift for somebody or maybe even for yourself?
I'm over at the Leesburg outlets. Always want to find something good there.
You can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with it. And that place is like popping 24/7.
And it's crazy. Like sometimes it's a Wednesday at 2:00. I'm like, what are y'all doing here? Like, don't y'all have jobs? I'm like, I guess I'm here too.
I guess I'm here too. Busted. All right. Outdoor activity. Now you say.
I was gonna say basketball is my go-to. Briar Patch Park.
All right. All right. Where have you not been yet in Loudoun County that you want to try? Maybe you've heard somebody talk about, or you're just like, oh, I got to do that.
I've never been. I've never been to Harper's Ferry.
Oh.
I've never been to Harper's Ferry, and since I was a little kid learning about it in elementary school, I've always wanted to go, and I've never been.
Dude, we grew up at Harper's Ferry, like going downtown is a cool little place. You can get some awesome like custard ice cream.
Okay.
And you can also go tubing down the river.
I did not know that.
Oh man, that's a good time.
Yeah, so that's my one. I'm surprised I've never been. Like now that I'm thinking about it, no one's ever asked me.
Oh yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Definitely, man. Definitely. Yeah. Well, hey man, that's it. Cool. This is quick, fun.
Right.
How can people connect with you personally and then your business too?
You can go to www.legitstats.com.
Okay.
That's where you'll find, everything that we're doing, all of our events. You can also find us on Instagram at legitstats, just the exact way that it sounds. LEGITSTATS.
Okay.
On Twitter, we're at Legit Sports Stats, and you can find me on Instagram at The Legit Life.
There you go. I heard you just started Instagram account. Is that right?
Yeah, I did. My girlfriend got me to start an Instagram.
Okay.
She was really on me about it. I'm trying to do more taking pictures and stuff like that. I'm always on the go, so people like to see what I'm doing, my aunts and stuff. So it's definitely helpful for that.
Man, as you travel around the country and you're at all these sporting events, pull out your camera, take a quick pic,
right.
You've got just tons of content waiting.
Oh my
waiting to happen.
Every day. But it's a lot of fun. I definitely enjoy it.
Yeah. Marcellus, this has been a lot of fun.
Thanks a lot, Ryan.
I love meeting new friends in Loudoun County, and you're definitely one of them. So
Thank you,
anyway,
man.
so much fun.
Appreciate you having me
Check
on.
this guy out, and that's a wrap.
Thanks, man.
And the next time, guys, enjoy Loudoun.